Hey guys, Banana Lock here. Welcome back to another Watch Your Realms video. This is gonna be quite a quick video. I have been wanting to make Echoes of Wu content, but my dog unfortunately is unwell, and I've been very busy with that, just looking after him, balancing my day job, so I haven't really got to make all of those yet. I actually didn't even get to challenge the stages yet. Yeah, you can see here, Force Realm, I've done 0 of the rewards. Magic Realm, I did get some work done on this. It was pretty straightforward. Obviously, without Erlang, my score is not going to be super high, but yeah, that is where we're at right now. Okay, so this video is going to be a real quick one. I just want to talk about the new tide stages. So if you've seen the update announcement, you will see that we got a couple of new tide stages. It's all the way at the bottom, I believe. Yep, there you go. There's additional pick talent levels up to level 50, and withstand the tide feature has new waves up to 200. Complete the new tide wave challenges to earn 2 Init soul stones. So that means that every Buddhist Init is gonna get to A3 at the bare minimum if you don't do any summons and whatnot. Is it a big awakening? I don't think so. I don't think it's too crazy. But it is something that's free. I don't think there's any harm in actually going for it. And yeah, I think just clearing tide is pretty straightforward. So yeah, here are a few things that you can do to easily ramp up your BP. Just for context, this BP is not even properly ramped up. I didn't go out of the way to do it. Um, but I just want to talk about a couple of hacks to really get you there quickly. First of all, tide talents. In case you guys forgot, when we finished the tide at 160 previously, we actually stopped receiving the talent points, which is kind of what I guess they wanted to happen, such that you will have to come back to this and do the grind again. But there's one very simple thing you can do to immediately boost your BP, and that's to do the reset. You use about 30,000 gold, and gold is abundant in this particular game. And then you go ahead to boost your unit's attack instead. We all know that attack gives the most BP for most of your DPS. So this used to be kept at level 30. If you do the reset, you get about 90k points back. And you can see on screen here, we managed to max out everyone's attack. We can even try to, tweak with things around. Right now, our BP is 12k. If let's say we max out maybe 2 of this, we do the mage one, you can see there's a 600k increase. And then over here, we have about another 600k increase. And if let's say we kept it at level 30, for example, this is going to take a while. I'm very sure that the BP amount is going to be way, way lower. Because right now you can see the boost that we get is actually 1% for each level. Okay, so let's just park it at 10. You can see it's nearly there, about 60k increase. Let's do the reset here to see the math. Yeah, it's actually 100k. It's even more than that. Yeah. So you can play with things around, see which is better, but my assumption is that we're probably gonna have the attack being the best thing to actually reset. And it looks like it actually becomes diamonds eventually, so I shouldn't play with this around too much. And then obviously, I think if you go with healer's HP and attack, it wouldn't go too wrong as well. Yeah, it's not the best. It's a mild increase. I'm guessing the HP here might do a lot more work. Yeah, it's about 200k-ish, 150k increase. Let's do the fighters. Yeah, the ground unit attack increase. So about 13.7, right? Yeah, you can see right there that went up by 800k. Because most of your units are going to be ground units anyways that have the highest BP. Then other than that, we can go back to these guys here. I would say just focus on your ground units. Those are probably the ones that give the highest amount. Look at that. 13.7, then it was 14.5, now we are at 15.4. And last but not least, I think depending on which units you have more of, you can tweak this accordingly. My guess is that my marksmen are going to be better. I'm going to do that. Then let's use the rest in the mage HP boost. And then that's going to arrive at that 16.2, slightly higher than what we had. Before this, we had 16. So yeah, that's the first quick tip to get you guys there. And that should tremendously boost your BP up significantly because you're going to get much more value on the level ups with your attack on your DPS units compared to, sticking to defense or HP on those core units instead. Yep. So after that, if you are lazy, all you have to do is just quick retreat, quick deploy. My assumption is that quick deploy actually uses all the top units you have BP wise. I'm not sure exactly why Eova is not in the list here. Okay, because there's not enough platforms and you need some number of healers to get the optimized amount of BP. So that's why it's not showing up there. But yeah, you guys get the idea. I can see we have 3 different tanks here. And then yeah, all the BP sticks basically. All these units, I have almost all them at A5 with the exception of Leia at A2. So yeah, you can just see accordingly. For example, could this have higher? How do I deploy units again? Okay, drag and drop. Okay, Boris is still a bit higher BP. So it looks like it is pretty accurate. Leia is probably here because she has way higher lot BP. Not sure why they are not making me deploy a third healer. Because there is also another thing I want to mention, which is that if you deploy healer, there's a talent in your type where if let's say you deploy a certain number of units, you get a tremendous improvement in terms of BP enhancement. Let me look for that here. It is here somewhere. Yeah, there you go. 3 defenders deployed reduces all damage. 3 mages increases all the 3 marksmen again. Yeah. So I think those are the 3 boosts that you need to take note of to make sure that you acquire that amount of units to ensure that you have the maximum boost. But at this point, if you're already at 160 and you're looking for tips, I think you should already be aware of that. Okay, so that's the talents and also the deployment sequence, what to take note of. Height, you don't actually play anything. It's a BP challenge. You just need to meet the BP and you're going to clear the thing no matter what. And then last thing, BP optimization. Honestly, you're not going to want to optimize 20 or 30 over units. Well, our advice is that you stick to your current GVG BP affiliation, use that top 5, and then what you do next is look out for units that you know that their BP is going to be pretty high. For example, my BP sticks are Jira, Setram, Uridan, Eova, and Ingrid. And I know that the rest of these units here are going to be very strong in BP as well, because naturally that's what they do. Same with Wukong here. Boris, Anora, both at A5. Beelzebub is going to be really good. You can see their BP is actually at the bottom here. And don't have to try too hard in terms of getting a stronger BP. I think quick equip is pretty safe in getting you there. I don't think you have to go out of the way to rearrange your stuff. I think just do the top 5 GVG BP unit affiliations and then continue with the rest. And then that should land you in a pretty good spot. Unless you're stuck at a certain stage and there's nothing else you can do, then maybe go down to that route where, you want to piece out everything nicely for yourself. Because I think the last stage for type requires you to have, was it 20 million BP if I'm not wrong. So I'm not sure how we are gonna withstand that particular one. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. So yeah, those are the 3 tips. Once again, reset your talent. It seems like you can't reset it too many times. And then boost the attack on the top rows. And then depending on how whether you have more ground units, mages, or marksmen, you adjust that accordingly. And then I think it might be even better to actually not do the healers one, do the mages one instead. I misread that there. I thought this was for just the defenders. I wasn't aware that this is also for all ground units. So yeah. Last thing is make sure that you do that quick deploy and undeploy thing after you adjusted your BP. And how to adjust your BP, just use your top 5 GVG affiliations and then go and look out for which units are high BP. It's typically the A5 units or certain units like Eunomia, Uridin, Jira, Satrum that have unusually high BP in the first place. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. See you in the next one. Goodbye.